know how to network and start from zero. They know how to raise capital even without no cash at all, but they're able to get human capital and different kinds of capital to even just get the prototype going. So I none of them is thrown away.
So skill sets, talent, I think these are the sort of quick sum ups. Okay, great. So now I think we've seen a lot of sharks in action in the show on Shark Tank on Techstorm. So I think for the entrepreneurs who are in the Philippines, how would you think they can take a bite of the billion-dollar sort of capital access here in Southeast Asia? I think I'll again start from my left, which the hot topic. I think let's move the mic over there.
Well, I think innovation hubs like Kubo and accelerators like Idea Space, they're really important because these didn't exist years ago, but there's so many resources that are available now to young startup founders, and they have to take advantage of it. I mean, Kubo is a free space, free Wi-Fi, free office space, and it's open to everybody. You've got beer and pizza nights. But the whole idea is, and I forgot the question now. What's the question?
Is how can entrepreneurs in Philippines take a bite of the billion-dollar capital access?
One is don't be afraid to fail. I think that's important. It's a counter-cultural in a sense because sometimes over here, your parents always tell you to stick with the job, don't try anything risk-averse. But it's okay to fail, as we saw in the segment over there. He came back years later and became successful. So don't ever give up, and don't be afraid to change your idea or to pivot in case, because it's never always perfect at the start. But if you keep trying and if you're not afraid to make a change, either in your team or your idea, you're gonna succeed.
Okay, I think that's a great advice. And maybe moving to Diane first.
Two words: risk and market. So my challenge all the time with entrepreneurs is that they complain they don't get funding, and if they don't get access to that funding, it's because the investor felt that his money was too risky with him. So understanding the risk, really, even the risk of yourself, not being blind. So knowing all the risks and how to mitigate each of the risks and why you'll need money to bring down the risk, all the stuff, risk. And then two is the market. So the challenge I'd like to always pose for Filipino entrepreneurs is look outside of your market. Are you just looking at, because we have a tendency to be insular. It's, Philippines alone, the market's so big. We want them to keep looking and learning how to keep assessing the other markets out there. So even if we encounter a lot of entrepreneurs who are working in their own city or their own island, and so we ask them, so what's next? Oh, the other island, and then what? And what? And what? So for them, no, I can't think of it. Just the next island first. Let me do that first. But they need to exercise their mind and look at other markets so that becomes exciting for the investor, so that they can paint the picture for the investor and they also have it in their plan. Investor knows, okay, I like this guy because I know my money's going to go 5x or 10x.
Those are all good points. Okay, I think let's just do a quick, maybe a sum up. And now that Willie is holding the mic, I'll let Willie have a go. With my question is, of the different investor sharks that we have on Shark Tank, tell us which one is your favorite and tell us why you picked that.
I'm a tech guy. So, and Mark Cuban is a tech guy as well, and he likes to think out of the box. And I tend not to like to do things the traditional way because everybody sees the same thing all over. So being a bit different, but being bold, but having that sharp acumen to figure out as you're venturing if that works or if that doesn't work, then learn to fail fast and fail cheap.
Okay, good point. And Butch, you want to jump at your favorite shark?
Well, I was going to say Mark Cuban, but
No,
but let me shift to Kevin O'Leary, the bald guy, because he's tough. He's very tough, and he's not afraid to tell the people, you're full of this or you're full of that, and you need somebody on that show who's like a Simon Cowell, to make it exciting, and that's his role. I mean, the rest of them can be nice, but he's the type of guy who'll tell you, please go home.
And Diane, your pick?
I really don't have a favorite because it's true. All of them are real. All of them, it really happens in the investment committee sessions I've been to. Each of them have a persona. Maybe if there's a bias, of course, it's a female. Because whether the investor is male or female, it's the same. But it's just nice to get that representation in the panel.
Good pick. I will share a little bit on what is my pick, and I'm going to go for the what I call the dark horse. So in the show itself, we have a whole panel of at least 5 sharks, plus a handful of what we call guest investors, obviously because they then become the guest, judges on the show. You noticed in the show earlier, we have Laurie Grenier. She calls herself the queen of QVC. Now, if you look at the numbers behind that, say Laurie is actually ranked the lowest in terms of her net wealth. So she's sitting at the bottom of the list at $50 million in terms of net wealth. Mark Cuban, that's Lily's favorite, and I think Butch's favorite. Yeah, so he's right on top. He tops the list at $2.5 billion in terms of net wealth. But guess what? There's a catch there. So Laurie made the most money out of the show. Not from hosting the show, but from investing in the show. So Laurie invested in one of the companies. She put in $150,000 in USD, obviously, and she made about $8 million out of that. So our gal actually got 52 times multiple out of that. 52 times multiple, not 5.2 times multiple. And for you who want to know which company that is, I'm not telling you, you have to watch the show. You have to watch the show. Okay, starting on the 15th of July, and it's on prime time on Sky Cable, channel 212, at 9 p.m. So with this, I'm going to wrap up the panel. And before we do that, I'm going to open the floor to maybe 2 questions. We don't have a lot of time. Maybe 2 questions. Do we have any questions?